Welcome everybody to another episode of Fireside Yarns. Big show for you tonight, but as always, I've got my co-host with me, Dave. How are you, dude?
Not bad, Vinno, yourself. Just warming up by the fire.
Warming up by the fire. All right, so we've got a big guest tonight with us, a good friend of both of ours, and a bit of a guru on the topic that we have tonight. We've got Reese.
Too much pressure.
How are you, dude?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Yeah, fantastic, dude. Thanks for coming on the show.
The hip-hop guru.
Yeah.
No, don't be putting that kind of pressure on me, bro.
Oh, mate.
Out.
No. Fuck you straight onto it, mate. That's it.
It's good to be here, man. I appreciate you asking me to come on. It's fun. It's cool.
Oh man, we know you've been excited, and you've done well. Like, we gave you notice at about, I think, 12 o'clock today.
Yeah.
What we're doing to get on. So
I've been by many a campfire as well with Reese. Actually, whether it's Jerry's Plains Pony Club or out Ollie's backyard and Vinno's as well. Like
there's been some times, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely been some times.
So tonight is a bit of not the same, but a little bit like last week's episode, isn't it, Dave? So we're going down the music path again, a bit of entertainment away from the heavy political stuff for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean we're kind of going into music, and music can be political, but it's fucking fun and it's art. And I don't know, you can like a lot of music that you don't have to line up with politically. Like, you can like an artist and they can make some fucking great music, and you don't have to give a shit about what they believe in. And that's the same. But like a lot of these well, I guess this week we're doing our top 10, not our top 10 hip hop songs, but 10 songs that we can add to a 30-something playlist. And could be a bit of fun.
Absolutely, man. This is definitely going to be fun. I mean, we've all struggled this afternoon to narrow it down to 10, haven't we? I mean, Reese messaged me with about an hour before we jumped on and said, dude, I'm struggling here. Like, I've got 20. I've narrowed it down to 20. But so the idea tonight, or with this episode, guys, is that we're going to build a playlist with our top 10 each. Our top 10 songs that we would see on a playlist. What we're going to do with that, and we'll have a link in the description, is build that playlist and smash it onto Spotify so that you can all have a listen if you haven't heard it before. So it's going to be a bit of fun, something different for us. So let's just dive straight into it. And Reese, man, you've been the guest on board. Let's have your first song that you're going to throw on our Spotify playlist.
Hey, man. Yeah, look, I don't even know if I would say top 10, to be honest. Like, it's so hard for me to pick 10 songs.
All right, let me rephrase that.
In no particular order. In no particular order. Fun songs that we think would be good on a playlist for people to get into those artists. Like, just some bangers. 10 bangers you think would get, like, some of these songs aren't even my favorite songs from the artist. I just think it'd be good for, like, here, listen to this, and if you like this song, you're probably gonna like this artist or this style of hip hop. So that's what it is. It's just 10 songs, everybody. This is not the best songs in the world. Yeah.
10 songs that give me massive anxiety to pick because I can't pick just 10. But I mean, anyone that probably knows me pretty well is probably going to know who my favorite hip hop group is. I froth them. So my first pick for my top 10 is Cream by the Wu-Tang Clan. Straight up. Anyone would probably know that I'm going to pick Wu-Tang as my first. I mean, there's a couple of others that would probably be close, but yeah, they're definitely probably my all-time favorite. I would have to say. So yeah, Cream. I don't know.
You don't get a tattoo on you without loving it, man. So
that's right, man. And hey, like, it's one of the things that got me into hip hop. It was 36 Chambers was the first CD that my mum ever bought me.
One of the best hip hop albums ever.
Man, it's hands down from start to finish. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It brings nostalgia for me. It brings good memories. It brings, I don't know, it's just a good vibe. I just enjoy that song as a whole as well. And then, you know, it's one of the biggest songs, so obviously I'm not the only one. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I can listen to it and never get sick of it. And I have been since I was probably like, I don't know, 11 years old. I think maybe when my mum got me that CD. So yeah, man, I was just, it stuck with me, and it's never gonna not be there, I don't think, for me. So that was a pretty straight up easy pick, I would reckon.
All right,
it's a fucking wicked first pick. Yeah, that's that's a smooth song with that Method
man.
chorus. Like, it's smooth, but it's also like what breaks. I think Raekwon, the chef's the first fucking verse, and I grew up on the crime side,
the New York Times side. Yeah,
but he's so rough. Like, he's so rough on that creamy beat. You know.
Yeah, man.
Great first track. Great first track.
All right, Davo, what's yours, man? Let's move straight to you. What's your first?
All right, so I picked a song because, again, I was like fucking 10. I wanted to get all my artists in there somehow. So I said I get like Ill Bill and Immortal Technique on the one song. It's War Is My Destiny, and it's got Max Cavalera from Sepultura on the hook. It's from the album Hour of Reprisal 2008. Fucking amazing track. You've got a great cartoon video, music video for it. There's two verses. The first verse is Ill Bill. He's like a Conan the Barbarian character. He's a kid who's seen as a king kill his family, and he comes up through the fucking ranks, and he kills a slave master and fucking becomes king himself. And ultimately, the same saga continues, and he kills another boy, and that boy looks up at him, and it's just fucking beautiful. And then Immortal Technique comes in as like a fucking angel, a spirit sent down from Satan. Fucking great album, great song. Check that out. Two great artists, banger.
I knew when we were going to do this, man, that
did you pick it?
You would just say things, and I'm just like, man, I knew David picked that, but why didn't I think of that? Like,
hey, this is why we said shut up,
song.
Don't tell each other what we're talking about.
So good, yeah.
All right, man. So this my first pick. This is one that Rishi knows that I love. And Dave, we spoke on the last episode, man, about intro songs. If I ever, and I have done this while I've been pissed drunk, man, playing UFC 4.
Your walkout song.
My own made character, right? And I'm walking in. My song is Straight Out the Gate by Tech 9.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
That song comes on, and I'm just ready to tear the place up. And yeah, as I said, there's been many a nights like 1-2 o'clock in the morning where, you know, just walking in on the screen being like a fucking virtual fighter. And everything's blaring.
Tech 9 is just on another level, dude.
Yeah.
As an artist, man, he's something else, dude.
Man,
that dude makes music with his cadence. It's not even. It doesn't matter what the beat is. That dude's like just
all flows,
flows, cadence. Everything is insane.
Man, he's been one of my favorite hip hop artists for a long time, and that song, that's my.
Aesthetic as well, man.
Even still to this day, bro. Every time I hear "Am I a Psycho," it just takes me back to when we were working together at HBO, bro.
I'm gonna shut you. No, I'm kidding. I kept it off the list for that fucking reason. All right.
Yeah, you know exactly what hook I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah. Because I used to fucking sing the whole thing the whole time.
Oh, bro, that's a good song though. That's a damn good song.
But let's keep on track. Otherwise, we're just going to go through a whole nother list. But Reese, you're number 2 for tonight, man, to go on the playlist.
My second pick was "Survival of the Fittest" by m.o.p.
Yay! Fuck yeah.
Which I don't know, man. I just love
for a second. Beat. For a second there, I thought you were going to say "I'm a Survivor" by Destiny's Child, but then you didn't disappoint. You finished the sentence, so I'm okay with it.
Hey, not a bad song. Yeah, I don't know, man. That whole infamous album by m.o.p. is just awesome. But that "Survival of the Fittest," man, I think the first time I ever heard that was probably like 8 Mile, I reckon, soundtrack. I reckon.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, they had the shook ones on that as well. The instrumental, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, it might have been like 8 Mile two, like they did the two separate releases. There was the OG soundtrack, and then there was like the songs from 8 Mile.
It's always an extended edition.
Yeah. So I think that was probably the first time that I heard it. And
rest in peace, Prodigy. Of course.
Yeah, man, hard out. But just man, storytelling for I guess where they lived and you know their life experience. But yeah, that song just it's good. It's good. It's hard. It's a good beat.
Those Queensbridge alum as well, isn't there? Everyone out there in Queens.
Yeah.
A lot of hip hop from there. Probably going to whack a couple more Queens people on this list, I reckon.
Yeah. Actually, I read Prodigy's autobiography last year, I think it was. It's wicked, man. Wicked.
Yeah,
if you haven't read it, you should check it out.
All right, Dave.
All right, again, keeping with the same theme about trying to get my artists in there. This is a Jedi Mind Trick song. And we're probably going to hit a couple here. That's okay. But this also is the guy on my short hair, R.A. the Rugged Man. And this song, you probably had it too. Uncommon Valor, a Vietnam story. This is one of my favorite songs ever. It's from a Jedi Mind Tricks album, Servants in Heaven, Kings in Hell, from 06, 07 or something. It's fucking beautiful. It's got that classic kind of beat from Stoop, the Enemy of Mankind, you know, those female vocals. And it's obviously two verses, one from Vinny, one from R.A.
That's probably one of R.A.'s best verses ever.
I think it's not just one of his best verses. I think it's one of the best verses ever. And it's actually it's a hyperbolic version or a sensationalized version of his father's true story. John A. Thorburn or whatever, his dad. And that's a true story about his dad going to Vietnam and about what happened when they came home. Obviously, two of his kids, because of Agent Orange, were mentally and physically handicapped from it and ended up dying very young. He's done a couple of songs about his dad, but that song, you got Vinny, who's kind of that raw motherfucker. He's going to give you that grindy, distorted first verse. And then when it goes into R.A., he's got so many different flows in there. He's one of I want to nearly put him on by himself, and I probably should have, but I had to get that song on, and I didn't want to keep doubling people up. But that's one of the best songs ever.
The thing I love about those groups like Army of the Pharaohs, Jedi Mind Tricks, Vinny Paz, man. Yeah. The thing I love is the beats. Like, the voices fucking match it perfectly, but for me, it's the beats. Like, they could do a whole instrumental album of just beats, man, and I would love that.
That's Stoop, man. He's a phenomenal producer. Stoop, the Enemy of Mankind, DJ, unreal. Yeah,
but the way their style that goes with that, man, it's just
hard body shit.
This is straight hardcore.
Vincent Paz says, I think Vincent Paz would call that some hard body shit. Man, Vinny Paz is fucking. Vinny Paz is the shit.
He's a good.
And of course the Lion in the Yard.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to my number 2. I'm going to get a bit sentimental early. I thought I'd do this. It's a song that I'm going to have on any playlist, man, even though Reese checked out my hip-hop playlist on Spotify the other day anyway. There was like one song. No shame. No shame. But all my other ones, I've got this on there. And it's a song that means a lot to me for a simple reason that it brings back a lot of memories. It got shown to me by a good friend, rest his soul, Huey. This song is Hate It or Love It by The Game featuring 50 Cent, man. And the moment I hear that song, it brings back an array of memories. That is my jam, man. Like,
Man, you know what that song reminds me of?
Yeah.
It was a time where I went to the drag races in Sydney with Clint.
RuPaul?
No, I was Clint, Hixie,
Toby, wasn't
it? Toby, I think.
Yeah.
And we stayed in this dingy ass hotel. We could smoke durries in the room. And we're in Clint's, remember his old red
Camira.
Yeah.
Bruh, and we were driving down the freeway to Sydney, just pumping the Game with his sub and shit. And
those two albums, right?
Doctor's
Advocate and the documentary.
Yeah,
they're fucking wicked. The Game was that mid 2000s shit, wasn't he?
Yeah, man.
2005.
It was like you were saying in your last episode, Dave. Like, you know, like when you were younger, everyone was listening to West Coast shit, and like obviously, I mean, for me, like, I guess Eminem was a kind of a bit of a gateway to me for hip hop, and obviously he kind of takes you to the West, being with Dr. Dre
through 2001. If you got into Eminem through 2001 and that whole era, man. But that's exactly right. I was all West Coast when I was young until I realized.
Straight up.
Until I realized, you know.
And it's funny
but
too,
anyway,
and it's funny you should say that, man, because like now, like I much prefer like the East Coast sound, like the jazzy influence and you know the storytelling and stuff like that. Like, but straight up, man. That song reminds me of that one particular weekend.
And that's the thing we were talking about last episode, man. Like songs can take you back instantly, and that particular song, even though I haven't got him on my list, like that song takes me back to like Young Buck, right? Because it was either The Game, 50 Cent, or Young Buck.
It was G-Unit. They're all G-Unit.
Yeah.
No, but it was after. It was never ever G-Unit as a whole. It was individual, right? And in that shitty old Commodore,
they all hate each other now, anyway. So
bulk durries with the roof like sagging, man. Like it was the shit.
And then you got the gangster lean on in the car as well. It's like, hey lads, let's go crack a fatty down the Maney.
It was a time, man, and their memories. And
let's go buy the Maccas. Let's go buy the Maccas, lads.
Like Dave, when we were in the old Corolla, dutching it out, all of us five in the old Corolla, smoking durries.
How did we get away with that?
I don't know, man.
Stopping at lights and shit.
With
be
the
like
old
real
school,
serious.
You know, like the tape with the aux cord plugged into your Walkman and shit.
No.
Do you remember those tapes you could put in cars with the aux cord sticking?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I always thought that was magic. I was like, this is the future.
All
right.
You have to flip it over
before we get carried away with how fucking old we are, cunts, because anyway, excuse the language. Reese, you're number three.
My number 3 is So Fresh, So Clean by Outkast. Man, that song, I don't know, dude.
Fresh and so clean.
Yeah, man. And
hang on,
I don't know.
Where's Bondi?
Outkast, you know, they're up there. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get enough credit lyrically.
100%.
They don't get enough credit.
Even both like Big Boy Andre's like solo shit is so sick. Just talented, awesome, man. Awesome.
Dude, I'm actually surprised by that for you. Like I honestly thought you might have thought Outkast as being too mainstream.
Not the early stuff as well.
No way, dude.
You know.
Nah,
that's cool.
Aliens is, man, that whole album. 2 dope boys in a Cadillac. Oh, bruh.
I dig that. That's cool.
Yeah, man, that song just, I don't know. I always vibe with that song. It puts me in a good mood.
And that's what you want, man.
Yeah.
Dave, 3. Hit it.
So this is a song called Agent Orange by an artist called Cage.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And he's from an old group called the Weathermen with Aesop Rock, and I think it was ELP.
Eastern Conference Records, bro.
Oh man,
that was my high school. All that underground.
Yeah,
shit,
man.
And holy
that style, that whole style, that new. Again, this song particularly is produced by Necro, and it's this theme song from Clockwork Orange, which is actually the funeral procession of Queen Mary. So it was a song written fucking like hundreds of years ago, you know, and it's the Clockwork Orange theme. And it's there's an Eminem diss in it. There's Eminem disses all through that album. Cage and Eminem had a very white boy, who's the craziest white boy in rap kind of thing going on in the 90s as well. So, but that song, he's kind of acting like a droog. When I was a kid, and that album, Movies for the Blind, that was my shit for a while.
Down the Left-Hand Path. That song was heavy, man.
It's all pretty trippy. When you go into it, it's some deep fucking shit. Like, I'd say check out that album to everyone. If you like the song Agent Orange, it's a nice intro into it. It's got a wu-tang connection there because the
I
chorus is
copyright that was on that label too, man. I
yeah,
don't know if you
man.
listen to copyright stuff.
No.
Awesome.
In the chorus, it's got the little girl going, people said his brain was infected by devils. That was sampled by Jizza as well, wasn't it? On Liquid Swords, I think it was.
Yeah.
But from that old movie, Shogun Assassin, but fucking belter of a song, like just a classic song from growing up. And check it out, motherfucker.
Check it out. It'll be in the Spotify playlist, so you'll definitely have to check
down
it.
here.
Man, I'm not gonna lie.
Click the link.
I purposely didn't do heaps of the underground stuff that I love because I knew Dave was going to do it. Like, I was just like, I knew because
it's the crust of the underground, though. I didn't go too, you know what I mean? It's like the intro to the underground. It's the rabbit hole. You know, it's what the fuck's down here. Yeah, I think you'll find those dudes.
I think that's a common theme though, because we've all fucking picked songs and not picked songs in our top 10 or in our 10. Because we're thinking, oh no, they're definitely gonna fucking have that.
I've got some poppy ones here too. Yeah, I've got some.
Yeah, you'll pick definitely for me, but maybe not. But my number 3, we've mentioned him before. I'm a huge fan, Dave, and I've spoken about him. Reese actually got me into him, but this song might surprise you in regards like it's not my. I will listen to any of Vinny Paz's albums, man. I love Vinny Paz, right? I think he's a legend. This song, for me, is my favorite. It's got me through a lot of shit, but I can relate to it a lot as well. And I think a lot of people will. And it's Is Happiness Just a Word? Right? So that's going on there. There's a lot of his songs, and I thought about this one for a long time. I mean, I could put any Vinny Paz song on there. There's a heap. But that is the one that definitely, if I hear that, it takes me to a certain place, and I love it. It's a fucking banger. So.
Vinny Paz is like, he's that dude, man. It's like, he's got
God of the Serengeti.
Yeah, man. He's got that like, but he bridges that gap between hardcore and hip hop, and like, although they're two completely different genres, they have so many similarities.
Vinny Paz is metal as fuck. The heavy metal kings,
he is, man.
It's like you were saying though, like you think of us in that era or this era, right? Our generation growing up, with it being so different, it's not, because it's that outcast type of music, isn't it? Like it's that heavy metal. Frowned upon. It's not in the mainstream. Same with that.
It's alternative metal.
It is,
alternative hip hop, I should say. It's shit that when you find it, you're like, oh, this is special. When you find something like a Jedi Mind Tricks, because not everyone in school's listening to it, and you're like, I found it a fucking a gem here, and that's exactly what they are. And again, when you get into it's one of those rabbit hole bands, because as soon as you get into them, it brings you down the Army of Pharaohs and Self-Titled and Heavy Metal Kings and Ill Bill and non-fiction, and you just keep going down. And John Price, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yep. Man, it's crazy too. Like, man, first time I heard Jedi Mind Tricks, it was like a guy at school that I actually used to play football with and skate with and shit. It was in my year at school. He actually burnt me Violent by Design, and I was like, man, what album is this? Like, it was just. And although, like, when I got it, it had only been out for a couple of years, but it was just like, man, I've never heard anything like this in my life. Like,
well, dude, I remember you putting that. Remember the Magna, and I just put the CD player in, and we were driving down. Don't laugh, motherfucker. Anyway, we were driving down to Sydney with a car full of people. We were going down to Hardcore. I think it was 2008 or 9.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this, Dave, because this. Like, if you're ever in the car with this bloke, it's fucking painful, because he just takes the cord. At that time, it was a CD player, and you didn't get a choice. Like, it could have been your car. It didn't matter. He was putting it on. But he actually is a good DJ when it comes to cars.
I was going to say, look where you are right now. What's in your top 10?
I remember we were going across Mooney Bridge. Right?
Oh, hey, y'all.
And, this was before it got known as my windsock. But We're going across the Mooney Bridge, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And yeah, I was just in awe, basically, from there to basically Boston, the Boston turnoff. We were just cranking it, man. So
he has a lot of special songs though. Like even in Jedi Mind Tricks, like Razorblade Salvation, and like you could just keep going. That Visions of Gandhi is probably one of my fucking favorite albums. By them, and obviously by him, God of the Serengeti is just I love playing that album. That'll just get me through any shift of work. It gives you energy.
You've been working at home. What do you mean? Like,
when I'm talking about, bro. When I was listening to that shit, I was doing night shifts in fucking, welding frames for 12 hours. That fucking monotonous shit gets you through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So where are we now?
I sit in a truck for 12 hours. I fucking understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Reese, number 4. Where are we up to?
My number 4, it's off an album that's probably, I would say, definitely in my top 5 albums hip hop all time. It's "Give Me the Loot" by Notorious B.i.g.
Yeah,
give me the loot. It's just, I don't know. It's one of them songs, man. You put it on, I can just sit there and I can sing along to it. It brings nostalgia hard. It reminds me of high school. It reminds me of, I don't know, just certain time in my life, man. It brings, I mean, that whole album does really from start to finish. But that song for me, it's just hard. It's good. I don't know, man. I love it. It's
oh man, he has an argument with himself in it as well. Well, not himself, but like he's playing both characters and stuff like that, and they're arguing about trying to get away from a crime and stuff. Man, fucking great pick for Biggie for sure. Yeah,
straight up, man, straight up. Yeah, and Ready to Die just as an album, man, is
You can be ready to die after releasing that album. Like
straight up,
how poignant. Yeah, great album.
Yeah,
Dave, number 4. Who you got?
Hey, and in keeping with the gigantic fat rappers, this is a Big Pun song.
Big Pun, I knew you were going to play it. I knew,
Twins.
Bro.
Now I was between. I could have picked any song off Capital Punishment. That is, to me, is top 5 album ever in hip hop. Capital Punishment, but I picked Twins deep cover. 1998.
Dead in the middle of little do we know, little too many men who didn't do
and that's who did it as well? Was it self-tiled or fucking what's his name did it?
Just Lee just man belting that out on Beaumont Street at like 2 o'clock in the morning every fucking Saturday.
That beat was originally a Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg song, deep cover, or the 187 on an undercover cop. They fucking killed it. 2 big Puerto Ricans, obviously Big Pun. I think one of the best lyricists, that multi-syllabic guy ever, but tragically died of a heart attack. Motherfucker, just huge, too big.
And man, hey, I mean, Fat Joe shows up on that song, but Fat Joe shits on that, man.
Well, he was like, I'm the best fucking because if you listen to some of his commercially bigger songs like Flow Joe or whatever it is, like he's fucking good rapper, and he was repping it for Puerto Rican hip hop. But then fucking Big Pun comes along, but no shame in losing to Big Pun. Big Pun is one of the best rappers, and it's a shame he only got that one album.
He's super lyrical.
Well, he raped. Well, I don't want to say raped, but he destroyed Black Thought on that song. Who's fucking, he's up there.
Black
Every song he's on,
man.
Yeah, but he's nothing compared on that track. Then, man, great album. Capital Punishment by Big Pun, but the song Twins deep cover featuring Fat Joe.
And man, I'm great so glad because that was going to be in my 10, and I didn't.
I nearly didn't put it in. I thought it was too commercial. I was going to be I should put Beware on or Capital Punishment.
Straight up, I do because I remember it was actually at Vinno's Bucks party. Me and you were in the back of the bus singing that shit. I remember.
Yeah, we're going dead in the middle, a little, we know that we riddles a middleman who didn't do diddly.
I can remember that because all I can remember.
Everyone's memorized that.
I can just remember my old man looking in the rear view mirror, just shaking his head, going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. It was good.
All right.
Yeah, that was me 4.
Right, so my number 4, we mentioned him earlier, Reese. I reckon that I was going to have "Am I Psycho?" Now there was several songs that I had on here. Artist is Hobson. You knew it was going to be on here, Reese.
Yeah.
Song is Sag My Pants. Now,
good track.
The moment that beat hits, man, like I'm just, get out of my way. I'm going to tear the place up. It is a fucking banger of a song. If I'm ever...
He disses some big motherfuckers in that song too.
Absolutely, man. And what I love about that song, man, is it's just a middle finger, like the whole way. Just the attitude. What I love about Hobson, man, is he just doesn't give a fuck. And it shows in that song. But you put Sag My Pants on, I'm done. Good night. Man. Like
Hobson's an alien, bro. He's something else.
One of my favorite artists. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Hands down.
Right.
I feel bad for not even having him in here now. It's like this is what I mean, man. It's so hard for me to pick. Like,
no, you're a dog.
But this isn't our personally favorite artists. You know what I mean? This is trying to get people. This is a good playlist of bangers to get people into some shit. You know?
That's what I mean. I knew
and it means to us, and it's for everyone.
That was still going to be in there because your motherfuckers would pick it.
This is not a top 30. This is not a top 10 or anything like that. This is what we want in a playlist. What we will listen to for any particular reason. So, saying that, number 5, Reese, what is it?
Now, you were saying like you don't want to go mainstream. I'm going proper mainstream with this one.
No.
But this takes me back to like my childhood. And this is probably like one of the songs that was like, this kind of music's kind of for me. Like
Will Smith.
Yes, dude.
Is it Will Smith?
Shake the Roof. Like,
what?
For the Fresh Prince.
Man, what? Yeah. OG, man. Will Smith's a legend. Fuck that. Yeah. He's when I was adding extra on.
Anthem, man.
Yeah. Nah, Will Smith's fucking. There's no shame in that, man. No shame in that
Will
game.
Will is the king, bro. Will is the king.
Yeah.
And man, like, I mean, you got like Joyner Lucas did an entire song dedicated to the man. Like, you know, that's someone who's huge in the hip hop scene now, who's like, you know, just paying his respect to a legend. And like, you know, even Eminem mentions him in songs, you know, like
he's a great lyricist
on his records. Well, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too, you know, like
they had Will shots Smith at each other.
He's man, and that song, I don't know, man, that takes me right back to my childhood and just being like hyped. And it's
Big Willie style, man. That album is fucking incredible. Will Smith's the shit. It's all right. And then Nightmare on My Street and all of his old shit, and then Men in Black and Wild Wild West and Just the Two of Us.
Yes,
man.
Dude.
Will Smith's the shit.
West. Holy shit.
Oh man, with that Sugar Hill and fucking Cisco.
I remember
what a song.
I remember, no, not only a song.
That's got to rock him.
Movie.
Yeah, when I'm rolling.
Movie in Maitland cinemas and thinking that was the best thing ever. And then I've watched it recently and just gone, wow.
Oh no, it's a disgraceful movie. It's a disgraceful. No, the actual, because the music videos always come out before, and I was like, this movie looks fucking awesome. Because it looked like he was in saloons fighting people and shit, but it wasn't. It was all weird and crazy. But like, anyway, great choice. And he needed to be a shame on us all for not picking
There's
Will
no
Smith
shame in that
so far.
It's a party anthem, and man, like I don't know, we old as fuck, but if I hear
Will's old, he's not too old.
Man, I'm getting jiggy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking right, man. I'm going to Miami and Benito Amiami. That's fucking right. That was Eva Mendes in that video as well.
Yeah, she fine as hell, bro.
Still.
All right.
Still. Oh, that could be there too. Who knows?
Dave, what's your number 5?
Let's keep it old school. I'm gonna go old school with the Beastie Boys. We were talking about them pre-show, and we were talking about whether we were gonna have them on it. And I got the Beastie Boys in there, and it's from their third studio album, and it's So What You Want. Now this
so
I like
what you want.
Yeah, because they went back to playing their instruments again. Fantastic one. Rest in peace, MCA. We had Ad Rock on the fucking guitar. Great shit. The music video was psychedelic. They're all in the woods and all, and it was one of the first videos where it's like it's slow-mo, but their voice is moving in the right time with the song. It's all that psychedelic photo negative effects. Beastie Boys are fucking amazing. They're OGs, just like fucking Run DMC and LL Cool J and all those people that, and Rick Rubin, who no one gives enough credit for, has been an old school hip hop producer. Fucking great, great bands, great, and again, kind of one of those bands that bridges punk to hip hop again.
Yeah,
which a lot of hip hop comes from different
band.
areas. That's what they were. Yeah. And that's why I love this music, because it kind of harkens back to their old EPs, like before License to Ill. Great fucking album. And again, rest in peace, Adam Yauch. MCA. Yeah. Check it out, motherfuckers. Check out the Beastie Boys.
I'll drink to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Pour one out. All right. My one, before we have a bit of a quick break, bit of an ad break. This song, straight up, if you hear this song and you don't turn into a fucking rooster on fucking steroids, man, there's something fucking wrong with you. This is "Break Your Neck" by Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. Oh man, Busta Rhymes. Busta fucking Rhymes is one of the best. And his style, his own style.
That first beat,
you know it's Busta.
That as soon as that song starts, that first beat, if you're not sitting there already breaking your neck, you can get the fuck out, right? Because that is just sets the tone for the song, and then Busta just comes in, cracker, man, absolute banger of a song. It just, man, that song just breaks your neck like fucking Conor McGregor's career at the end. Literally, yeah. If you're not,
Reese. How can you know what the end of his career is going to be, Reese?
Because it's already over.
Oh, you can see it. Look, we'll do part 2, me versus Reese, the trial of Conor McGregor. Okay,
you'll do fucking nothing.
Look, imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. Look, he just wants to be him.
Yeah.
That's low blow. That's a low blow.
Before we go to the break, I've got to mention this, right? We started the Instagram account this week, so if you haven't checked it out, get on.
I'm not coming back.
Our Instagram account. As soon as we started it, Dave wasn't on Instagram prior, and his first question when I said we've got an Instagram account is, "Can I follow Conor McGregor?" Now
we officially follow Conor. I don't know about Instagram, so if I've ticked and liked some shit or whatever, I have no clue what's going on. I'm boomer as fuck on Instagram.
Not only did he like him
on the grams,
he sent him a message.
Oh yeah,
said, "Connor, check out."
Hey Connor, check out our video. Here, I've talked to Necro. I've talked to fucking
bro.
Yeah,
it's funny you should say that, because I used to talk to Necro on MSN when I was in high school.
He would talk to you, yeah. Necro would argue with you, yeah. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, Necro, I've sampled I've taken one of your beats and I've just rapped over it. Don't worry, I'm just putting out an EP." And he's like, "If you fucking sell that shit, it's stealing, motherfucker." Like, no, Necro.
Man, he was a cold dude.
Oh man, yeah, he was cold, and in all caps as well. Everything he wrote was all caps, shouting. Yeah,
all the time.
He's such a scumbag.
Always yelling at me, bro. Always yelling at me.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to finish off our last 5 each. Stay with us and enjoy this ad. Enjoy it.
What up, Firesiders? It's your boy Reese. I'm the newest member of the team. I'd just like to say thank you for having me. And to get through the shit, you have 1 or 2 choices. 1, 2, 1, 2. Victor Bravo, Jackie D. Thanks for having me. Can't wait to get to know all of you. Cheers.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that quick ad. We'd also like to just mention that during the ad, there was some discussions, and Reese here is going to come onto the team as full-time co-host. So welcome, Reese, to the Fireside. He's gone from guest to permanent resident. So, man,
I live here. This is my home.
But for the moment, we've got some work to do. So
we're only halfway through, aren't we? Only halfway there.
We are.
No Bon
how
Jovi
many bangers have we had already?
Man, I'm impressed. I'm fucking impressed.
Before we go too far, one thing I do want to do is just mention if the editing is a little bit off at the moment, Zoom's being a dick, right? And it's not letting us record our full length. So I'm going to blame any of the editing on Reese and Zoom. So
bear with us, people. We're gonna move.
We're gonna blame the new guy.
The channel's gonna change. We're gonna get better at this. We're gonna get better equipment. Better, it's gonna be great. Just chill out.
And then we'll have the day eventually when there's no more COVID bullshit, and we can actually be in the same room together. And
that's right.
we can
have a real fire, a real fucking fire.
Oh, how about that?
Benjamin, here we come.
Yeah,
all right. So number 6, Reese, let's get straight back to you. What do you got?
All right, so I'm taking it back to the group that was my original number 1, and it's another track from them, which is probably, Cream's pretty big. It's probably their biggest song, but this is probably their next biggest song, and it's Gravel Pit by the wu-tang.
Oh yeah. Very popular song.
Yeah, huge popular
Christina
song.
Aguilera in there?
No.
Well, what am I doing? I'm getting that mixed up with Method Man and Redman Dirty, haven't I?
Yeah, you are. Which is
a great song.
Oh, it is.
That's a great song. That should be on this. Yeah.
There's some teenage shit going on in that video, but
check out my Gravel Pit.
Check out my Gravel Pit. Yeah, but it's just on that. She stole that thing she didn't steal it. Obviously, Redman was on the song too, but that was a Redman beat,
Yeah.
But yeah, Gravel Pit, man.
Edgy. Yeah.
It reminds me of early high school, back when All-Star was still a thing. I don't know if any of you remember that. Was like
that's Foxtel to all you fucking kiddies.
Yeah, it was like pay television.
Yeah. Man, hang on. They still call them All-Star boxes. When I had when we had our Foxtel cancelled here.
Oh no.
He came, the technician came around and went, "Oh yeah, that's your All-Star box." I went, "Bro."
I don't know. Mine's Foxtel. I don't know. Someone thought it was weird saying All-Star not long ago. When I said All-Star, they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, that's what we had. But right.
So Gravel Pit. Gravel Pit.
But yeah, growing up, man, Channel V, I watched that shit religiously. My parents hated it. But Gravel Pit, the film clip would always come on, and I thought it was so fucking cool. Back in the day, they had dinosaurs and shit, and I was young, and I was like just branching into hip hop, and but that song, I don't know, it takes me back to a time, and I just love it. And I've seen Wu-Tang twice now, I think, in Australia, and they've finished with it both times. So it's their mainstream, I guess. But it's a banger of a song, man. Method Man spits hard in the first verse, so I rate it.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
What a great 6.
Number 6.
Got to throw them on here, MF Doom, and this is a song called Beef Rap off an album 2004's Food. And the whole album's kind of like food analogies mixed in and double entendres. And beef rap obviously is about rappers benefiting monetarily from beefs and fights. And he kind of critiques them about aesthetically what they're trying to do and is it good for the game and stuff like that. And what kind of the whole album's amazing. But I had to get MF Doom on here. Rest in peace, MF.
Rest in peace, MF Doom. Yeah. Man, wasn't that like
whoa, like
under wraps, dude? Like,
he died like months before.
Everyone sort of kind of knew about it. It was like October. We didn't find out till January, February or something.
Well, he led that quiet life, man. Like, and he even hid behind. He didn't want that celebrity. Like, he was in a group with his brother, and he was called Zevlov X. Sorry, and when his brother died, he put the mask on and he became rap's villain. Obviously he had different AKA Victor Von, aka King Ghidorah, and obviously Victor Von is Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Man, and he's Metal Fingers from Monster Island. There's a big wu-tang connection with all them guys too.
Zarface.
Man, that's exactly right. He started that comic book. It's so beautiful. And Operation Doomsday is a great album too. But Food is amazing. And I found MF Doom actually through Mos Def. He did beef rap.
Oh man!
And he did it it's in some studio he was recording, and he just rapped beef rap for some people. And I was like, that's a fucking wicked album. And it's got a long intro that's kind of one of the old Fantastic Four samples. But fuck, it's a great song. Get in there, guys. MF Doom, beef rap. Fuck yeah.
It's on that. It's going to be on that playlist.
Rap's villain.
It'll be there.
Villain.
Rap's villain. Yeah.
So my number 6 is from the land of the gang bang. Since we were little, and the goddamn thing changed.
Oh yeah.
Why we
just the same old
thugs. Well, I mean, and like, you know what? This afternoon I said to Vinno, I was like, I know this song is going to be in your top 10, bro. Straight up, I knew.
This was my drunk party song, and it still is. It probably annoys the shit out of my wife.
Is that every hood's the same?
Huh?
Are you putting every hood's the same?
And a goddamn thing changed.
Man, yeah. Every
hood's the same.
Every time I'm drunk, the same.
I used to get drunk and do the live version and do the backups as well. Like
Grandmama came to court with a Bible.
He used to ad-lib himself.
Yeah. So good. It's one of them songs, man. If that comes on.
It is. That's a house party in Singleton shit, isn't it?
Man,
and there's no fail in every time I hear that song. The first thing I think about is that Rowie looking motherfucker.
Ice Cube.
That's because whenever it's come on, if there's a karaoke mic nearby, like I don't care who the fuck's on that thing, they're getting pushed out the road.
It's yours. It's mine. Yeah, and then he drops the mic at the end. Every time.
Every hood's the same.
Maybe we could do a special episode of Fireside Yarns karaoke.
No. Yeah, well, we can, because then I can show my skills of transitioning from Why We Thugs into smoke some weed, because it's just...
When we hit 1,000 subscribers and our Patreon becomes livable,
legitimate,
I'll do that live.
Yeah. When we have our $100 million Spotify deal, we will do the karaoke.
Righto.
Yeah.
Number 7. Number 7. Dave's getting carried away, so let's move on.
I'm thinking about the future.
Yeah.
I am so far. I'm Spotify deals. I'm ivermectin. I am there right now. All right.
What about the kids? Just think about the children. All right.
Reese,
Is it
number 7.
7.
My number 7 is. It's actually off the latest album of this artist, but to me, it just blows my mind the smarts of his lyrical ability. And the song's Alfred's Theme by Eminem. I don't know if you guys have listened to it.
I haven't heard this, but
I haven't heard the new album.
Once again,
but he's top 3 rappers of all time for me. Eminem, easily.
Right, he's the GOAT. Like,
he's underrated as much as he is overrated.
That's right.
For Reese to say that, it's surprising. Once again, that I thought you would go the underground path, but you've gone.
Yeah,
like there's 2.
Eminem is underground too. You know, Eminem started off.
He did,
but off the new albums, a bold move for sure. Yeah,
bro. I mean, I'm telling you, if you haven't listened to it, just listen to it, because
I'll check it out.
The dude is an alien, man. Like he's
a freak.
It's not even double entendres, man. It's like triple, and it's just I don't know how he thinks of the things that he writes, man. Like,
he's a genius. Yeah.
Now, saying that, I've heard you speak faster than Eminem when we're getting fucking bombarded on Call of Duty Warzone. The way Reese calls out enemy snipers, man, is freakish.
But you know why? It's because we don't have the world's best medic anymore.
We don't. What happened to the world? Oh, that's right. Dave doesn't have Warzone.
Yeah,
I didn't. I haven't turned on my PlayStation since I've moved in. Remember the world's best medic.
That's right.
Welcome in, boys.
Hey, I need the medic.
We could stream. I'll get back into it if we get back onto that for sure.
Mate, I haven't stopped. I'm still a nerd.
But Eminem.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. The last thing I heard was Marshall Mathers LP2 from him. And I was like, I liked some of that. And I liked some of the LP2. You know, the new one, yeah.
It's I don't know. It's such a, for me, it's an acquired taste, I guess. Like, I mean, the dude, obviously he was all about the shock value when he was younger, and he was doing the whole, I am who I am, and
but even that song's deep as fuck, man.
Fucking
and it's a Rakim fucking sample. You know what I mean? Eminem is fucking deep as fuck. He is respectful to the OGs. He is progressive as a rhymer. He's progressive as an industry person. Eminem's the shit.
I still don't think there's anyone lyrically that I've heard that can touch him, man.
Agree.
But hang on, some of the best rappers out there have said that themselves. I mean, look at the
Hobson
interview, and if I can find it, we'll post it as a mini clip later. But the interview with The Game, where he says no one touches the white boy. Like,
you don't fuck with the white boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Straight up.
But they know they're smart. They seen what happened. The other white boys tried. Everlast got demolished. You know what song I nearly put on here, but it's not on Spotify. It's Quitter. His fucking what do you call it? His beef track. What do you call it?
Diss track.
His diss track against Everlast, Quitter, that turns into Hit 'em Up, is one of the best. It is the best. Obviously, there's No Vaseline. There's fucking there's Hit 'em Up, but that is by far. And his lyricism is like Reese says, his double entendre, his analogies, his wordplay is the best. He did get better as a rhymer in terms of his speed 100%. And his playing with stuff. However, I do prefer his first, like his EP and his first 2 to 3 albums to me are kind of like how I look at Metallica.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I mean, I think these are classic albums that you can't touch them. You can listen to them from start and finish. I remember being a kid again. It hits on everything.
Straight up, man. It brings
and like Reese was saying, it was shocking.
Everything.
It's shocking, but it was deep as fuck.
Yep.
Deep as fuck. But great choice. Yeah.
Dave, number 6.
I have to check the album out.
I'm telling you, listen.
I will look through I'll be listening. I'll be having a look through the Spotify list too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that Reese's on board, his first job is to build this list. So
it's done.
Everyone's got a job here. Everyone's got a job here at Fireside. It's not just drinking. So, Dave, number 6.
It's a big part of it. All right. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. KRS-One. I put KRS-One from his debut solo album after Scott LaRock, rest in peace, died from Boogie Down Productions. He opened Return to the Boom Bap in 93. That's the sound of the police. Obviously, he deals with police brutality, systemic racism. I look how in the song he equates officers with overseer, the way his word playing that too. And this is he's kind of got that Jamaican lilt in the stand clear, stand where I talk. You can't see. It's unbelievable. I hope we don't get cancelled for that. Bronx legend. He took on the Juice Crew. He took on Queens, and he held it down for the Bronx. KRS-One, he's a bit mental, he's a bit crazy, but fuck, he's an OG.
Yeah, he's a pioneer, though, bro.
One of the best ever. And that song, I was going to pick, I was going to throw in South Bronx. I was going to throw in The Bridge Is Over. You know what I mean? Like, just to kind of get that. But I thought, you know what? The sound of the police, that for me is all. When I heard that, when I was probably about 12, I was like, this is fucking crazy. This is rough.
What's interesting about that is that song in particular has been brought back into the mainstream with the likes of TikTok and whatnot, because it's become a bit of a theme song through there. But
I don't know. Again, I don't even have Instagram.
Well, you do now.
So fucking KRS-One is on his music's a TikTok thing now. That's fucking crazy.
That particular soundbite of whoop, whoop,
that's a sound of the police.
Yeah, man.
We're very, very sorry to all those Jamaican Firesiders out there, all our fans. We love you. This is the second Jamaican American artist here. We had Gimme the Loot from Biggie Smalls. He's a Jamaican American as well. But we're just going to move on, and we're going to forget anything offensive that happened there. But yeah, KRS-One, one of the best who ever did it. My number 7, Sound of the Police album, Return of the Boom.
While you're talking about those songs that are, and I had to hold back with interjecting there, but with the police brutality and how prominent it has been in the
don't talk about body count.
Oh man, they could have been on here, but I don't class them as hip hop.
Killer. So, you're talking about Ice-T, bro.
Fuck police brutality. What a song. What a bad song.
Ice-T is like the generator of gangster rap, dude.
He's the OG metal hip hop. He's the new metal OG too.
And then play the copper on TV. But
I know,
but he played a special, but it's Anyway, don't get it twisted. Ice-T's always been playing.
While you're talking about police brutality in that last song.
Oh, the cringe at the Fireside. But anyway, go on. Sorry, Vinno. Sorry.
No, I earn my money keeping you two in line. But anyway,
hold on. We earn money.
We do.
No,
I just came
like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Give us those Bezos books.
This is why we drink on Fireside. Just
Yeah.
My number 7. Keeping in line with what Dave was saying, and I like the fact that he's kept it around that, put it at his number 7 as well. This song is the only song on my Spotify playlist for hip hop at the moment, just because I haven't worked it out. It's G Code by the Ghetto Boys, man. And
Such an old man, dude.
The old Ghetto Boys, hey.
Hey, chill.
I haven't figured out Spotify yet.
Man, Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. Rest in peace, Bushwick Bill.
Yeah, I'm still
Ghetto Boys.
I love Spotify, and yes, Reese pointed it out. That was the only song that I've got logged in there, and I didn't even know that I had it in there. But it did show up today, G Code by the Ghetto Boys, and I thought, yes, this is definitely a song that I fucking love, and I'll have on any playlist because it's just a banger, and especially with current times, politically and socially, with the changes, not just in this generation, but every generation, since basically the American Civil War, this issue has been brought up about black issues, African American issues, and that resonates across the world. And this song, to me, paints a very good picture of that. So it's one of the songs
through hip hop. It's a big thing in hip hop.
This song in particular, though, paints a different picture. In particular, for me, in regards to it talks directly. Well, since NWA and that, mainstream fuck the police movement, sort of thing, this song resonates for me in regards of just the message portrayed in it. And listen to the lyrics and listen to the song, and get on and do a bit of research yourself if you can about the issues and surrounding that.
Well, Willie D from the Ghetto Boys has a podcast, and he talks about all that shit. Mm-hmm. And he talks about Uncle Tom's and COONs. That's one of his new fucking things he does. Man, check out Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. He comments on all this stuff still, and it's a big thing in hip hop. It's a big thing all around the world, even in Australia as well.
In Australia, especially, man.
That could be its own Fireside episode, even, couldn't it?
Yeah,
like you could go on for that. Yeah.
At some stage, it will be. But do yourselves a favor, like, even if you aren't up to speed, if you haven't originally got an interest in it, get on there and have a look at these social issues. Get your head around them, because they are reoccurring. They're not going away anytime soon until there is change made. So, a lot of the songs that we talk about and the culture around hip hop that we're talking about tonight has been established because of these
hardship, bro.
These issues, absolutely, man. So, yeah.
So that's why, like, I think the alternative music scene as a whole, like, not just hip hop, but like metal, punk, hardcore, is all from, voice of struggle and hardship and
all the way back to blues. Yeah.
100%. You know, it's all it's from a place that's not I don't know, what do you say, like
it's not the social norm.
That's right.
It's the branching away. Everything, even last week's episode, a lot of the bands that we mentioned, those bands have come around because they've branched away from the social norms. And we wouldn't be a society that we are today if those people hadn't had the courage and stepped forward and done those sorts of things. I suppose that's, in a roundabout way, G Code for me is that acknowledgement of that. And, you know, I enjoy the song, and it's a fucking banger of a song anyway. So even if you don't understand the message behind it, you can definitely, enjoy the song. So that being said, number 8 for Reese. Let's have it.
All right. So this was a little change out for me due to the pre.
I'm looking forward to this because of the smile.
and it is probably the
real shit-eating grin.
Yeah. It's probably one of the mainstream songs by them, but it brings nostalgia for me hard. Primary school even. It's Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys.
Oh, what a track.
And it's just
planetary, that nearly was that was gonna be my Beastie Boys song. So it was gonna be it.
They had such a huge career already.
I remember being a young boy, so I'm going to cut you there.
You're fine.
About my old boy before, right? I remember being a young kid and watching Rage on a Saturday morning, and that song came on.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I had been talking. I think I'd got my first guitar at that stage, right? My first acoustic guitar, and I'd been talking about being in a band and all this stuff. And my old man turned to me, watching that video clip, and just went, "Son, if you're ever going to start a band, make sure it's not this shit." Meanwhile, I'm sitting there going,
"This is the best thing ever."
This is definitely like, this is the shit. And he's just sitting there shaking his head like just a cranky old bastard. But that was the first song of the Beastie Boys I'd ever heard, man. And like, that memory sticks.
When it comes to beats, then I'm a fiend. I like the sugar with coffee and cream, man.
Yeah.
It's such a.
When it comes to envy, y'all is green.
Yes,
man. The Beastie Boys isn't for your parents. We all fight for your right to party taught us that.
That's right. Exactly.
That's what it's about.
Right.
Hey man, Vinno, how many bands have we seen cover that song?
Dude,
that's a fucking classic song.
Hang on,
that's a top 10 song. You know what I mean, in the charts and all. But that was that's a punk hip hop song. Dude, that's an anthem of fuck your mother shit.
Reese and I both ended up in John Hunter Hospital from injuries that we sustained during the Dead War, during that exact song, because
that's right.
He crowd surfed and fell into the crowd, and I crowd surfed, and no motherfucker caught me. But I ended up on my back. Reese busted his ankle, like. Yeah,
we got fucked up. I was like 4 o'clock in the morning, still sitting in the hospital.
That's Kerry King on fucking shit.
They didn't even give me crutches. I had to like hobble out, hanging on to Vinno.
You didn't, man. They didn't even X-ray me. I
didn't deserve back. Fuck you.
I just remember your girlfriend at the time, Stacey, having the shits with us because she was enjoying the show, and next minute she's going to drive our 2 broken asses to the fucking hospital because we fucking smashed ourselves, man.
Yeah.
But see, that night also I'd been smacked in the head in the mosh pit. So I had a massive like bruise or like black eye popping out the side of my head. And the doctors thought that that's what I was in for, and I couldn't walk because my lower back, I was fucked up. But it was a good night.
The old Magna prevailed.
Oh, didn't it? No, because we put the springs in there and there was no suspension in there at all. So we were both groaning every bump was shit out.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So number 8, moving on. Number 8, Dave. What do you got?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm Eminem again.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I need an Eminem song. What am I going to do? So I kind of audioed it again. Because when I was a kid, I had me 3 Eminem albums, and it was actually Infinite. and it was the Slim Shady LP and the fucking Marshall Mathers album. So I said, I'm going to go in the middle, and I'm going to go Slim Shady LP. And then I said, oh, well, so I picked I Just Don't Give a Fuck. Just Don't Give a Fuck. Because it's an old song from Infinite that Dre played with. And it's a good song to get into that era of Eminem because his wordplay, he's attacking you, he's fighting you with lyrics, form like Voltron and shoot you with my shoulder missiles. Eminem, Slim Shady's the old initials, like everything, like going through the whole thing. His wordplay is amazing, and that sound of that song is that sound of that whole album. That whole album, just like Call It Cthulhu, that cold blue electric icy song is the sound of Ride the Lightning. I think Just Don't Give a Fuck is the sound of Role Model and Brain Damage and fucking and all that, Bad Meets Evil, and all those songs that are on the Slim Shady LP. It's a great fun fucking track, and it's his fingers in the air. It's another punky angsty song, really, but Eminem deep. But that's a play around song. That was him showing you early on he's got the lyrics.
Man,
but that whole album is gold. The whole album's gold.
Oh man, it's a banger from start to finish.
I'm glad Slim got 2 hits on the album. On the thing. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And it's
man,
old to new as well.
I don't know if you guys are the same, but like I judge an album on like if I can listen to it from start to finish without skipping something.
Yeah, and it fits, and it feels like that's from this album. I can tell listening to that song that's from that album. It's kind of it makes sense. Yeah.
I remember an album by if I can remember it. If I only like a couple of songs.
That's a good analogy, bro.
I remember an album if I can remember it. Okay. Me too, mate. I'm very like that myself
too. Right. If I can listen to the whole, what I meant to say was, if I remember an album, if I can listen to it from start to finish, right?
If you remember it,
which is nothing.
But only if you remember it, though.
Only if you remember it.
Only if I remember it. But if if I only like 1 or 2 songs off it, then I only like those songs. So, how good is Fireside, where we just fucking smash each other?
Oh, look. I'll bring it back around, Vinno. So that was Just Don't Give a Fuck. All right, the Slim Shady LP. That was 1999. That was the real partying like it was 1999. None of that Prince shit. Although rest in peace, Prince. Prince was all right. What?
Was it 99?
Yeah, man. Slim Shady LP.
True.
All right.
99. Yeah, man. And then the Marshall Mathers LP was 2002. 2002 or 1?
No, 2000, because D12's album was 2001, right?
Yeah. It was 2000 because I remember my parents took it off me because they heard.
Makes sense.
Because I remember.
Did he have an album one after the other within a year?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I thought.
Was Slim Shady LP 96 or 7 or something?
I thought it was 97. I thought it was 97.
All right, okay.
I could be wrong.
Right.
If it was 95,
we'll have a look. We'll have a look and chase it up. Anyway, I just got a notification from Zoom again telling us that they're being dobbed.
9 minutes.
So anyway, number 8.
1999. Go on.
Number 8 for me. While we're talking about Eminem, my number 8 is Eminem and Dr. Dre. And this is the first song that I'd ever heard of Eminem's. And I remember my cousin showed me this, and it was even surprised me at the time because he was writing to Offspring and all that sort of stuff. So this song, and I remembered it because I ended up reciting all of the words for it, was Forgot About Dre.
Yeah.
Right, so...
What a chorus.
Straight up.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk. They got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Forget about Dre.
So what do you say to somebody who hate or anyone trying to bring trouble your way? One of all things in a bloody way. We'll study your tape of NWA.
One day I was walking out.
I want to call a guy. Get me off the back. What an album.
With a dark knot. I
don't give a fuck if it's dark or not. It's harder to eat for the park of dive when I'm drunk as fuck. That whole album.
Right next to
Luckily all
two-car garage. Half an hour, 2 broken legs, trying to walk it off. Fuck you, 2 bitch.
Fuck you, 2 bitch car cops. I'm gonna kill you and them loud ass motherfucking barking dogs.
And when the cops came to me, race to the next to burn that house with a cap for the
gas and a handful of matches. And still one fired out. That is over here on out. It's a chronic 2. Stop now. We stop.
That's gonna sound so fucked with all the delay. I'm not gonna lie.
Oi, we don't care.
That is the ad for this episode.
So that was my number 8.
Yeah.
What a song. What a fucking song, Vinno.
Yeah.
All right. Number 9, Reese. What do you got?
Well, I've gone a little bit more new school on this one. I don't know if you guys are a fan, but to me, this song's just a bit of a vibe. It's kind of a song that I always just, I don't know, I can listen to it, chill out, and it's Studio by Schoolboy Q.
Oh.
Yeah. So
no idea, never heard it.
I kind of thought.
Hang on, when you said new school, instantly I thought of Kendrick Lamar. With you.
Don't get me wrong. Kendrick is like, he's up there with me, man, all time. But I don't know, this song just, I just vibe on it, man. It's the film clip's awesome. The song as a whole is just awesome. It's just, I don't know. It's just Schoolboy, man. For me is one of my favorite artists ever. I'm wearing his fucking shirt.
Sweater.
But sweater. Yeah, I don't know. I just, for me, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those songs I can just listen to and it just kind of puts me in a good mood.
That's it.
And
that's what we want.
Yeah. You know, like, I've got multiple playlists and stuff like that, but this is just a vibey song for me. I don't know. I just kind of, it's good beat, good rhymes. It's just chill. I just like it. I don't know.
It's the goods.
I'll be looking forward to figuring out that song because I haven't heard of Schoolboy, so I'm going to be hopping on that Spotify link down below, motherfucker.
Seriously, like, do yourself a favor, Dave, man. Like, Schoolboy is, like, there's a lot of sort of newer rap that I don't really go heaps on, especially in the mainstream. But I don't know, Schoolboy for me is just, him as a whole as an artist, man, is just I fuck with him a lot. Yeah, and he's definitely in my top listen to every year, man. Every year. So.
Yeah. All right.
Dave, number 9. We're getting to the end of this list. We're getting to the end.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Now we've got another Ice Cube song.
Oh.
Now this is the classic diss song, best ever. No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
So,
I knew it.
When I was a little kid, so before I got into metal or anything like that, it was all hip hop and it was all West Coast. So I got in through Eminem, into Dre, 2001. Then I was the Chronic. Then I was back to NWA, and I loved NWA. I loved them, and it was all about your tape deck, your tape stack back then, and your CD stack, and I had all me West Coast shit. And I remember I had Death Certificate, and then just learning about the whole, oh my God, Ice Cube left and he did this. And then he didn't say shit. And then they, on 100 Miles and Running, they called him Benedict Arnold and a traitor. And he let them fucking have it. This was the OG. It's not the original. It's not the first diss record ever, but it's the first one. It's the best for its time. I do think... Hit him up.
Hang on, saying that for the modern, like for people that weren't in
better than anything nowadays.
Yeah, especially
Break Meek Mill shit.
Well, hang on.
Killshot was all right.
No. With the release of that movie,
Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, sorry, Straight Outta Compton. With release of Straight Outta Compton, I was going to call it the NWA Chronicles. With release of Straight Outta Compton, man,
aka the NWA Chronicles.
Yeah, for me, for a lot of young people, like when I say young people, anybody younger than us, which is we're getting old, so it's not many. Well, that's a lot, but that
make your mind up.
Yeah, just chill. I've had a few scotches. That's that is the original diss track. That's the original beef. So he went
in on that track too, man.
Yeah, man. He
went in.
That was personal.
Yeah, 100%.
So when you like you were saying, it wasn't the original for us, but for a lot of young people, they see that as the original. So it was the point.
I actually went and saw Ice Cube at the Opera House a couple of years ago when he came over, and he did No Vaseline.
Yeah,
and it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. I seen him as well. I actually went with Sprowley when we were in Dublin. We went and seen fucking Ice Cube, and you should have seen all of us white kids. He's like, everybody throw your W's up, and we're like, well, it's cool. And fucking, we're like, yeah. But he did no Vaseline. He did his old NWA verses and all, and did kind of a medley of it and all. And he had Dub C with him, which is fucking awesome. And Dub C did the Crip Walk. He was this hype man for that.
Hell yeah.
They're like, everybody show Dub C, show me Crip Walk. And he's so fucking good.
Speaking of Crip walking,
fucking,
how good was that, like, Up in Smoke tour?
Oh, man. Yeah. Bro. Well, Dub C does his Crip Walk.
That's right.
Up in Smoke tour. Yeah, man.
Man, that DVD, man. Oh,
you remember being a kid watching that and seeing a vagina?
Yes,
like,
it's fuck you.
I remember being a kid and be like, I just want to fuck. Yeah, Devin the dude, man. Yeah,
Devin the dude.
Yeah. Man, what an album! But what a fucking that opened my eyes. I was like, oh my god, I just seen a fucking vagina in the crowd. It's like, I think I like hip hop. I think I like Dr. Dre, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely the hip hop.
Oh yeah, man. But Ice Cube, Death Certificate, no Vaseline. It's straight that up. Again. Ice Cube as a solo artist, and again, he did a lot of diss tracks after that. He took on Cypress Hill. Some people think he might have lost that one. At least in the pride department, haven't gotten his chain taken. But again, he's taken on some people. Ice Cube, absolute legend.
Man,
he wrote that NWA shit. He wrote that shit.
Cypress Hill were definitely in there for me.
Oh man,
but you're a fanboy too, Reezy. So
yeah,
how do we know we're not going to get Cypress Hill? We've still got our tens to do.
I'm not going to lie. It's not. But they were definitely. They were the shit.
This is only
my extras.
This is only part one, so
I could do another 10 fucking hip hop songs that are great.
I could do 10 easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So I could do it tonight.
Wait.
This is our top 100 hip hop songs ever.
It might be good for actually a live show. We might do it for our first live show where we can get feedback from everybody, because it's definitely a big topic.
We'll do an AMA. We'll gather some marketing details and we'll get back to you guys. Possibly part 2 coming.
All right. So
like and subscribe. Yeah.
I'm gonna my number 9. Hey,
potion.
If you like grants, it's really good at keeping the stress levels down. Right. Anyway, so
I'm on the GNs, bruh.
Anyway, so number 9.
I'm really drinking these days.
Number 9.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. Go on, what have you got? What you got?
Number 9.
Catching fish and drinking piss. There,
is a song that if you don't get hyped up by it, you're a prude. In my opinion, it's Anti-Up. M.o.p.
Yes.
Man.
M.o.p.
Yes, dude. Yeah. So
hell yeah. And
it wasn't on my list.
I've never heard of it.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I don't know. It's a lapse. It's a gap. I'm happy. What do you mean? What do I mean? This is great.
I mean,
if this is such a great song, all right. If this is such a great song, you must envy me right now. I'm going to hear this for the first time. That I'm going to experience this. I wish I never heard any of these songs.
Fireside Yarns has just been reduced to 2 people. We'd like to see the outer of day.
I am Fireside Yarns. What are you talking about?
Dude, no. Seriously, get on there and check out M.o.p. Anti-Up. It is
who M.o.p.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking the OG or are we talking the remix?
With Buster?
Look,
dude, either one. They're
both original, fire.
I think what's M.o.p. stand for?
That's a good question.
That is a good question, man.
Master of Puppets.
Yes. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah, whatever.
We're going to have to look that up. But M.o.p., man, Anti-Up.
Sounds like WAP to me.
Dude, no.
That should be on here. That'd be part 2.
You've just spat.
What?
You've just spat. But
grab a bucket and a mop.
You just ruined me number 10 because I was.
If it is WAP, I'll be so happy. What a fucking song. Oh.
No, dude, honestly, do yourself a favor. Anti-Up. It is when it comes to
I'll listen to that shit.
when it comes to party songs, and it will tear a place up. It is one of the best. You might remember it, right?
I might have heard it. I probably sing it for me there, Vinno.
So there was a video.
Sing it for me there, Vinno. Let me hear. Just sing it. We did nearly the whole verse. I forgot about Dre.
It's describe it for you. So there was I think it was back in the days of Vine, right? There was a guy.
Is that near the days of yore?
Vine was out before TikTok, right? So there was
Vine,
There was a guy that did a video where
Vine compilations are still fire, by the way.
They are. But there was this dad with his son who was eating breakfast cereal on the way to school, right?
Yes, I know exactly where you're going with this.
The song, he says, "Me when I'm older with my kids," is the caption. And Auntie Up comes on, man, and he just loses his mind in the car, smacks a bowl of cereal out of his son's hand.
What does this sound like, though?
Hang on. All right.
Just do it. No. Do it for us. You got to be able to sing the chorus or something.
No. I will. I can't do it.
Annie Up.
Give the place. Give it
for this. I can't hear that.
This shit here feels like the whole entire world collapsed.
I've heard this before. Oh yeah, Jack that fool. Yeah. Jack that fool. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, whatever. Right. Knocking over his mic.
I just destroyed my mouse. But anyway.
That's what she said.
But anyway.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. I'll give you that. Yeah.
So that's Auntie Up.
That's a hype song straight up.
Yeah.
Straight away.
It's like in every sports movie before they go out for the last game in the second half. They play that song and they go out and play better than they did in the first half. Yep.
It's like the Replacements.
Moving on.
Yeah. Oh, what a movie.
What a
movie. That's the next list. Go on, Vinno.
It truly was a Shawshank
Redemption. So number 10, we're down to the last
Sisters.
One. Yeah. We've got to move on because we're all getting drunker and we're not going to be coherent by the end of it.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Yeah. 10, number 10.
We're at the end. Can we just
I'm on my chair. That's how you know I'm feeling it.
Yeah, that's a coy thing, isn't it?
Listen. We will promote. Alex Purcell has got a really good lubricant for chairs. If it starts squeaking, you mentioned it in the comments a couple of videos ago. Give him a hit up.
My chair's been squeaking since the day I got it. So Percy, you need to
lube us up, Percy.
Lube me up. Make me wet.
Reezy, what do you got?
We apologise to everybody listening today.
Please
continue to watch Fireside Yarns. Yeah.
Number 10. And you know what? This is hard for me because I've got a list of songs after this and I'm like, do I substitute? Do I not? But my number 10 is another M.o.p track.
Oh, what a legend. What a legend. He's on 3 now, am I right?
He is.
Yeah, man.
So what was the first one? Because I haven't heard the new album again.
Well, my first one was Alfred's Theme.
Alfred's Theme. And I've got Just Don't Give a Fuck. And for Reese's number 10, the third M.o.p song we have.
Under the Influence with D.
Oh! What a great track.
If you don't like my
That's why they call him Slim Shady.
Dick. Yeah. That's right. So...
Oh, what a track.
This song for me was the first time I'd heard D12. It was before Devil's Night came out.
What an album. But go on.
And trust me, D12 was hard out being in my top 10. Well,
yeah.
I can't even. No, I'm not even going to call
Devil's
it
Night.
10.
Man.
Devil's Night was the fucking shit. But
yeah.
This is not my top 10. This is what I come up with today.
This is a banger. It is a banger. That's
but Under the Influence, man, it was Marshall Mathers LP. It was like song. To me, it was the ultimate rebellion. If you don't like my shit, then suck my dick. Like
that's the song you play loud in your room to piss your folks off, man.
Man, when I got this album, I used to hide this shit from my old boy, bro.
I had to, bro,
because I listened to it when he wasn't home. and it was home. It was on super low volume, and it was just, I don't know.
A Windows Up song, isn't it?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah,
we were talking about that earlier. Vinny Paz.
Yeah. This song just reminds me of being young, being rebellious, skating. Man, it was just
doing nollies, not just ollies. Yeah,
not just ollies, just
doing
nollies,
heel flips, fucking kick flips,
fucking
manualing down steps. Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of. So it's a banger for me, and I don't know.
That's a fucking great track.
It is.
That is a fucking
awesome
great track
song.
off another great album. That's the Marshall Mathers LP. That's kids fucking
it was hard
listen
for
to
me
that
to pick
shit.
one song off that album, bro.
The whole album's gold. The whole album is
Straight
gold.
up.
And again, it's Amityville off that because the power in Eminem's voice in that and the rawness of that whole Marshall Mathers LP is a different type of hip hop that I've never seen him return to again. Like the anger in him.
But hang on,
right?
That's why he originally got signed too. It was that unique style.
He's controversial, bro.
He is, man.
Yeah.
That was why.
And man, that song,
it's
Remember
smart.
Me?
Yeah. Oh man, and with Onyx, Sticky Fingers, man. Yeah.
Bruh. That song just.
That's some shit, man.
It bumps.
Sticky Fingers, man.
Anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting on too much of a tangent.
Okay, everybody. We've been talking about Dave with his underground songs and his fucking. This song is for the whole family, everybody. If you want a song, this song has no swear words in it. Okay.
It's Will Smith then.
This song was on Space Jam soundtrack in 1996.
Yeah.
This song is the Monsters anthem called Hit 'em High. This song, when I was a kid, this made me think, what the fuck is this hip hop shit? It starts out Be Real from Cypress Hill, Busta Rhymes, Coolio, LL Cool J, Method Man from wu-tang.
Yes.
It's the fucking craziest slept on piece of fucking feature group song ever.
Yes.
It is a fucking hit 'em high, hit 'em. Listen to that, kids. Listen to that shit. You can listen to that around your little baby daughter or son because there's no swear words and it's fucking the shit.
At the moment because you've got the new Space Jam coming out, right? So
yeah.
Have you seen the new Space Jam?
I have seen the new Space Jam.
I haven't.
Oh yeah. Wait.
We're talking the original. We're talking the like Michael Jordan original, right? Just
right.
This is the 1996 Space Jam. That's what that's from.
Yes.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Yeah.
Everybody get up.
I believe I can fly. Do you
we
remember
apologize
that
to
track
everybody.
that came out? I believe I can fly. That was terrible.
By R. Kelly, again, we apologize, everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Monsters song, you had LL Cool J, fucking Method Man, and at the end, Busta Rhymes, because they all kind of lead into their verse. And Busta Rhymes is doing like, hit him, ha ha, he's doing his thing, and you're psyched up for Busta.
Yeah,
everyone's verse, they're getting ready for him. We
apologize
to Busta Rhymes. No, that song is fucking. I challenge anyone to find a better.
I did not see that coming, and I respect it.
That for me, I saved it for the end because I didn't want it. I wanted a soft landing, But that shit to me is fucking.
There's no need for a soft landing, bro.
That is a banger. That's the bad guys. Everyone remembers. I believe I can fly. Everybody believes fucking. Everybody get up! It's time to slam now.
It's the Space Jam.
Yeah. Do your dance. Everyone forgets that, but Cypress Hill and wu-tang and LL Cool J and Busta came together with LL.
Wait, do you know what else was a close?
A
close top 10 for me? And Together Now.
Oh man! Well, you heard me talk about the biscuit, and
I know.
That song.
Hang on.
DJ Lethal's production and Limp Bizkit production is fantastic beats, and Method Man rode that beat like a fucking
hard.
Oh man!
I'll stop you.
And Together Now is
great.
We're
going to dive into some songs that you'll use for the next one.
Okay.
All right, so
we can still. But now, finally, the last number 10.
The
Vinno.
last number 10, right?
What is your track?
I've kept this one for the sole reason that it is. If you haven't heard it, you are going to. If you listen to the podcast, he's a really good friend of Reese's and mine. He's a fantastic artist.
Please tell me it's
this
Threat.
song is on the top of his Spotify, and it is one of my favorites. The song is called Ronan, and it is by Steve Hollins, aka Steve Breezy.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of him before, get on there and check him out.
Steve Stinger.
He is a awesome bloke, local to us. He grew up Patterson, Maitland area. Played bass in Taken by Force at some stage, early stages. Just an all-round, genuinely good dude. Living in Canada at the moment and has released some more hip-hop.
5-track EP?
Does acoustic as well. But absolutely, get on there, check out Steve Hollins on Spotify. But my favourite of his recent release is Ronan. Absolutely. The beat is banging. Steve's lyrics are just phenomenal. And the man's
got bars.
He does have bars. And
so is this about the Ronan? What's this about? What's the song about?
This song, man, he's
not Ronan Keating.
No. No.
Life is a roller. Go on.
I'll tell you what. I'm not. You get on there and check it out. It's referring to Ronan as a ancient Japanese warrior.
The warriors, yeah.
So, but
Blade of the Ronin.
Yeah, but not so much. That's the reference for it. But get on there and have a look for yourself. Fantastic song, fantastic bloke, great artist. Get on there and support him.
And Threat, listen to Threat. That song bangs.
Yeah, just anything off that.
See me in the dark, don't start. I'm a threat, man. The shit's fire. The man can rap.
He is good.
The man can rap, man. Like I remember back in the day, like going to parties and just literally forcing that dude to rap at parties.
And I remember even when he released his acoustic stuff early on.
Oh, he's talented,
that
dude.
Side of it. I remember forcing him because we were hungover as shit when you guys were at Katara. Forcing a guitar in his hands and feeding him durries while he was singing.
Yeah. He's a talented dude, man. He deserves a lot more recognition than he gets. Dude.
And I think for me, he tops off this list. Needs to be on there.
Straight up.
So
he's man.
Guys, that wraps up this episode. It's been a lot different to normal. It's been a bit looser than normal. And
that's what you want, though. That's what we are after, you know. I'm not get looser.
I'm not apologizing.
We could have gone on so many tangents,
but the thing is that we've just from doing this episode, we picked up a third member of Fireside Yarn. So thanks.
Picked up a third,
and thank you for coming on board with the team, man. Like we're very excited to have you on. It's opened up a lot of different avenues. You know, like I mentioned at the start, you're a good friend of ours. It's awesome to have you on board. There's going to be some really good episodes come out of it. So definitely like and subscribe below, guys. Keep your ears out and keep your eyes open because we're now on Instagram. So if you haven't checked out Instagram yet, get on there and follow us on that.
We'll put that link in the shit down the bottom.
That's the one. He's already on it. So
it's free. Don't subscribe and like, motherfuckers.
It is free. And you know what? Ring that bell. So
for notifications.
Our shit. You want to get that notification done when we're talking bulk shit like we do? Ring that bell,
guys. Next week we'll have a new episode every Friday. We're in season 1, so we're building up for our Halloween episode. Dave, what do you?
I thought it'd be a good idea because we are looking for a place to end season 1, but I don't know. We'll see how we go because we're going through a lot of changes. We're going to have a lot of production changes as well. So season 2 might even start earlier. You know, we don't know. We've got some big changes happening. The idea was to finish season.
Respectfully.
I know. I'm trying to hold that in. But otherwise, I would have talked. You know,
you can't drink fizzy drink or not. But
come on, yeah, it's a little bit fizzy. A little bit of fizzy up in here, up in this bitch. All right. But yeah, look, I was thinking it would have been cool to end up on that Friday the 29th or 30th or whatever it is, Halloween, and we could have came into the episode dressed up as a Halloween type character, and we could have talked about Halloween. So that's the aim. But that could be season 2 of episode 2 of season 2. We don't know. Yeah. Tune into Fireside Yarns, everybody. All you Firesiders out there, you twisted Firesiders, join us next week. We've got Reese on board now. We got Vinno, and of course, your number one Fireside Yarns are Davey. And
guys,
thank you very much for watching.
Get on. We're start delving back into some serious topics in the next few weeks, and touch base. But get in the comments. Tell us what you like, what you want to see. We enjoy hearing back from you. So, cheers until next week.
Air up there.